Picture this. You're looking fly as shit. That's right, you've got a fantastic outfit, you're ready to crush this interview, you're ready to crush this wedding dance, doesn't really matter what you're going on, maybe you got a fantastic date showing up, you are ready to kill it. So what do? You put on that fantastic dress shirt, you throw on that suit jacket, whatever you're feeling, you go to that event, 5 minutes later, that's right, these dreaded things right here. Yeah, that's right. So now you got these awful, disgusting looking sweat marks on your armpits and it is just a terrible day. Now all of a sudden your confidence is going down the drain and now instead of enjoying your time, having the best interview of your life, having the best day of your life, bringing her back home, you're not doing any of that. Instead, what you're doing, you're freaking out, you're turning around, you're going home, and that's right, you're going to go cry with your cat. So my beautiful stylish friends, today I'm going to be going over why you should absolutely be wearing an undershirt, and not just why, but how to avoid some of the greatest pitfalls when wearing an undershirt, so that way you're doing it with confidence and style. That was quite an intro, you know, really would have got a sweat going, you know. Could have got me some sweaty armpits if I wasn't rocking an undershirt making this video for you. But for real, if you like this content and you want to learn more about menswear, how to feel better, how to look better, and just overall how to have better confidence and live the best life possible, make sure you like this video, make sure you hit subscribe, and push that bell notifications icon so that way you know when I make a new video. Let's get into it. So why do you want to be wearing an undershirt? Well, I think it is super simple. You have a fantastic outfit on, you do not want to have disgusting, horrible pit stains ruining that fantastic shirt. An undershirt is going to be the best way to do that. Oh, but Josh, it is so hot, so uncomfortable, and I've just been told that undershirts are so unstylish. Not true, my friend. You've just been wearing the wrong ones. Trust me, if you get a fantastic fitting undershirt, you're going to avoid all the pitfalls that I'm going to be talking about in a minute, and you are going to start understanding why it is so beneficial to be rocking an undershirt anytime you feel the need. Well, let's be honest, it's going to be a confidence thing. If you're walking around and you've got some super sweaty pits, you are not going to feel as confident as you possibly could be. It's just a fact. If you don't look fantastic, you don't feel fantastic, it's going to show, and now all of a sudden you're going to be slouched over a little bit more, you're not going to be as outgoing, you're not going to be as energetic, and you're overall just going to have a much worse time. So why not just fix that? Let's get ourselves an undershirt, and I'm going to show you how to get an undershirt and wear it the proper way, so that way you are going to look fantastically stylish, not compromise anything on your outfit whatsoever, and it's all going to be completely functional. The first mistake guys often make when trying to wear an undershirt under anything whatsoever is to take a t-shirt and they try and wear that as an undershirt. Trust me, a t-shirt is not meant to be an undershirt. The reason being, it's often a little bit more baggy than an undershirt, and it's often a little bit of a heavier fabric. When you put those two together and you wear them under a shirt, it just doesn't look right, and it also doesn't feel right. You really want to make sure the undershirt's fabric that you're wearing is going to be nice, light, and breathable. You don't want to be wearing a 100% cotton shirt as a undershirt. It's just not going to be particularly comfortable. And as well, with a t-shirt versus a designated undershirt, a t-shirt is going to be a lot shorter, making it a lot harder to tuck in. Whereas when you have a proper undershirt, it's going to be a little bit longer so you can tuck it in a little bit more, and it's just going to be more likely to stay tucked in as you go about your day. The next pitfall that many guys often fall victims to when wearing an undershirt is, that's right, they get their undershirt in a crew neck. So that way, anytime they are having their dress shirt or casual button-up shirt unbuttoned, essentially anytime you're not rocking a tie and you're wearing a crew neck undershirt, now all of a sudden you can see that underneath the shirt. And it just looks a little less clean, and personally, I'm not a huge fan of it. I know it's quite a common thing in menswear that it's not particularly appealing. So a super easy fix is just to make sure that whatever undershirt you do end up getting, that you get one that is in fact a V-neck, so that way if you do want to unbutton it, you're not going to be seeing that line right there. Easy fix, on to number 3. This one's going to be a surprise to quite a few of you. When you're going for an undershirt, you actually don't necessarily want to get a white undershirt. The reason being, unless you are probably the whitest dude in the entire world, it's actually probably going to show through your dress shirt and make it look just not so good. So the easiest way to avoid this look, as you can see here, is you just take a beige undershirt instead, as you can see up here, and now it matches your skin color just a little bit better, so that way when you're wearing any sort of lighter colored dress shirt or button up, what have you, you're not likely to be able to see the lines where the shirt ends anywhere, whether that be in the arms or the neck, and it's just going to be a much cleaner look, and it's just a nice way to make it look like you're not actually wearing an undershirt at all. Fabrics. We kind of touched upon it just a little bit earlier, but just to kind of add one other little dimension to it, you don't actually want an undershirt that is considered like sweat wicking. Those are usually for performance shirts when you're out exercising. The reason being is it actually takes that sweat and wicks it away from you. The problem, if you have an undershirt that's sweat wicking, is basically you're taking that sweat from your undershirt and you're wicking it onto your dress shirt. So essentially, you're just making yourself look even sweatier when you're wearing a sweat wicking shirt. So the way to counter this is you actually want a undershirt that's going to be absorbing that moisture. And it sounds kind of counterintuitive because you're thinking, I don't really want to absorb all this, I want it gone. But if you're wearing an undershirt, that's not exactly possible. So what you want to do is you want to make sure you have an undershirt that's able to absorb that moisture, absorb the sweat, so that way your dress shirt's not actually going to see any of it whatsoever. Final tip for you guys, this one is by far the best freaking tip if you want the best undershirts in the entire world. Guess what? This part's not even sponsored. Why? Because I'm not popular enough for that. So, what am I talking about? If you want to get the best undershirt possible, I have been using these shirts here from Thompson T for over a year now, and oh my god, are they a lifesaver. The reason being is they've got this fantastic patented technology so that under your armpits, you're actually not going to be able to see sweat through to your dress shirts whatsoever. It's kind of like a protective shield that ends up blocking the sweat in that undershirt. So it's more protection, so you're even less likely to get any sweat on your shirt whatsoever, which is fantastic for people like me who sweat a lot. Trust me, these things have saved me from interviews, they've saved me in weddings, they've saved me in courthouses, they've saved me freaking everywhere. It doesn't matter what you're doing, if you think you're going to be sweating a lot, you want to get one of these Thompson Tees because they are going to save your life. And not only are they a fantastic company with a patented technology, but the shirts themselves are fabulous. The material on them, I believe, is a cotton and potentially even a bamboo. I'm not 100% sure on it, to be completely honest with you, but it is so soft. It feels fantastic. And you can also get them in all the colors that I said. You can get them in beige, you can get them in grays. You can get these in whatever skin color you believe will match the best, so that way you can avoid all the pitfalls of wearing an undershirt. Trust me, Thompson Tees, I can't say enough good things about them. They're affordable, they're fantastic, they address sweat like none other. You can get them in crew necks, you can get them in V-necks like I would suggest, and they are just amazing. So I'm telling you, this is not a sponsored video whatsoever, but I'm going to leave a link to them down in the description below. And if you have any other questions, comments, concerns, leave them down in the comment section down below. And with that, guys, have yourselves an amazing, fantastic, beautiful rest of your day.